Hello everyone and welcome to Ready Set Code Game Design Session 1. Your first task is to warm up your gaming brains and to play this game of Snake. Your teachers might remember it from playing it on their phone a little while ago. So while you're playing it, think about what's good about it. Is it easy to play? Is there tricky aspects? So this is quite a simple game, but it is quite hard. Who's going to get the top score in your class? I'd spend about 5 minutes playing this and then you can come together and see what you thought. Teachers, you might want to pause the video here so that you can all have access to the QR code and as much time as you need to try the game out. So now you've had a go at playing a game. In today's session, you're going to learn about some of the different roles that are required in game design and producing a video game. You're going to review some existing games. I'm going to introduce you to Microsoft MakeCode Arcade, which is where you're going to make your own game. So you're going to start designing a sprite for your own game. So a sprite is a bit like a character, and you're going to design your very own that we will add into a game next time.
So we're going to have a look now at a video of one of the very first video games, and this was called Tennis for Two. So you're going to have a look at this video and think to yourself about how far game design has come on since this very, very first game. You'll be able to watch what the screen was like and have a look at the controllers, so you can compare it to what you have nowadays with your iPad.
As this is a pre-recorded video, we can't show you the YouTube video within our video. So if you search for Tennis for Two in YouTube, you'll find a video of one of the first video games.
So for our next activity, we would like you to scan this QR code, and it's going to take you to a little game. In this game, you have to match up the words on the word wall, and you'll have the titles of some gaming jobs and descriptions of what each of these people do. Have a think, which of these jobs appeals most to you? Is there something you would like to do when you're older? Teachers, you may like to pause the video here while your students complete this task.
Right now we're going back to our game testing. So this is one of the jobs that needs to happen when you are designing and building a game. You need to test it and see if it works. So you're going to be a game tester. What makes these games fun? What makes them better? Have they got good graphics? Have they got good instructions? Have they got nice music? What do you like about them? What do you think you might need to improve on them? So we've got 2 games for you to try. We'd recommend taking about 10 minutes for this, 5 minutes for each game. And then we'll have some questions on the next few slides for you to reflect on what do you think about the games. Now that you've played 3 games, Snake, Call of the Wilds and Click Battle Madness, decide which was your favourite out of the 3. What did you think of the games? Maybe you could describe them in 3 words. Have a discussion in your class about what you thought. What could make them even better? Now that we've reviewed some games and you've discussed what you like and don't like about them, we're going to have a go at making our own. So we're going to use a program called Microsoft MakeCode, which is an online-based program, and you just need to Google Microsoft MakeCode, and it will bring you to a page that looks like this. We're going to choose the arcade version, which is a bit like a Game Boy or a Switch, and we're going to start coding. Once we've done this, if you want your work to save, then you need to make sure that you sign in. So at the top, there's a little face with a plus. If you tap on that, and then you choose continue with Microsoft and sign in using your Glow email address and Glow password. That means all your work will be saved, and that means you won't lose any of your work, and you won't be sad next time you come to it and find that all your hard-earned coding has all disappeared. I won't sign in just for now, just for speed. So when we're ready, we'll choose new project, and we'll give our project a name. I'm going to call it game, and press create. You'll get a blank screen, and it will try and take you through a tour which you can go through. So this is where our coding blocks are going to live. These are all the options of our coding blocks, and then on the side is where we see what is happening. So this is like our real life version of our game. We're just going to do two really simple things to start with. We're going to add a sprite, which is our character. So I'm going to go to the sprites column, and I'm going to choose the top one, set my sprite to a kind of player. So if I drag it, pick on it and drag it, and I'm going to pop it in the green brackets. That means that it will run when we press start. If I tap on the grey box, then this is where I can start designing my sprite. You'll notice there is a gallery, so that's ones you can that are pre-made for you, so you can use those and adapt them, or you can just make your own. So I'm going to do a smiley face very quickly. So 2 dots and a smile. When you're done, tap done, and you'll see your sprite should pop up on the screen. We want our sprite to move because any good game has a character that is controlled. So if we go to controller, we're going to again choose the top one. We're going to move the sprite with the buttons. So if I tap on that and add it underneath my sprite command, then I can now test out the joystick and I can move it. After you've done this, you can see if you can work out how to add a background for your sprite to move around in, and you can have a see what some of the other blocks do. Pause on this image so that you can get into Microsoft MakeCode. Make sure you sign in with Microsoft. Here are reminders of the code that you will need to get your sprite moving. You might also want to add a background. You can also search for pixel characters if you want some ideas from Google of how to design your character. Once you have completed that task, you've got a sprite moving around your screen. Next time, we're going to be designing a maze for the sprite to be moving in. We're going to add a timer so that your players need to move around the maze within a certain time, and we'll add instructions as well. Within Microsoft MakeCode, there is also some beginner skill maps that you might like to have a go at, and it will take you through each step that you need to create lots of different types of games. These are great for independent work, or you could work in a pair.